shadows that seem too many nights. The wind is whispering through the rotted twine, a bitter taste of iron and of pine. I watch the ravens circle in the sky, a rimming dance before the harvest dies. They peck the cotton from my frozen chest, while all the world is laid to final rest. The symphony begins with one sharp note, a jagged edge against a wooden throat. Deep cuts and blood on the falling snow, where the frozen rivers cease to flow. A symphony of shadow and of bone. The scarecrow stands no longer on its throne. Red on the white where the silence grows. Deep cuts and blood on the winter snow. The stitching start to fray and tear, a sudden madness in the freezing air. I pulled my stakes out from the hardened mud and traded straw for rivers of the blood. No longer bound to watch the empty field, to every dark impulse I finally yield. I hear the raven screaming out my name, as every heartbeat flickers like a flame. The cold is sharpened every splintered limb. The horizon light is turning gray and dim. Deep cuts and blood on the falling snow, where the frozen rivers cease to flow. A symphony of shadow and of bone. The scarecrow stands no longer on its throne. Red on the white where the silence grows. Deep cuts and blood on the winter snow. Lose control in the heart of the storm, where the ice is sharp and the blood is warm. Shatter the wood and the rusted wire, burn the field in a frozen fire. The ravens lead the way to the kill. Everything is silent, everything is still, except for the sound of the tearing skin. Let the winter's work begin. Deep cuts and blood on the falling snow, where the frozen rivers cease to flow. A symphony of shadow and of bone. The scarecrow stands no longer on its throne. Red on the white where the silence grows. Deep cuts and blood on the winter snow. The snow is heavy and the tracks are deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. I leave the stuffing on the crimson ground, without a soul, without a sound. Just the raven singing in the trees, and the blood that's starting to freeze.